Jumbo fellow adventurers, hold on here. We got it coming up with Instagram. Jumbo fellow adventurers, Mike Dooley, time for another spiritual tune up as we dive deeper into my latest book, The Complete Notes from the Universe. And today it's a super shorty. It's from the backside of the book, well, the latter part of the book, page 456 if you want to read along with me. Here's a little workshop on how to manifest absolutely anything. First, ask once. Second, give thanks often. End of workshop. There you have it. So much in so few words. Now let's dice it, slice it, and look inside of what we're talking about here. First of all, ask once. The power of intention, the power of a well-defined, desired end result. You put that into a question. Boom, you're done. Crystal clear, totally objective. What is it you want? Phrase it in as few words as possible. Ask, and you shall receive. Now, I know that there are some wordsmiths out there who will wonder, rightly so, if I ask for something, given that this presumes it's not in my life, am I not reinforcing the absence of this desire in my life and thereby perpetuating its lack in my life? The intention underlying the question is what's going to determine what happens next in your life. And if the intention is like, oh man, I don't have this. I never have this. I'm not, it's like something's wrong with me. That's not going to bode well. But 99 times out of 100, that's not the way you ask a question, I hope. And we have to be our own best judge of this. Generally, the question, when asked of the universe, aka God, of the magic, presumes you can have it. I wouldn't be asking if I couldn't have it. So, dear God, please fill my life with wealth and abundance and friends and laughter. That presumes I am heard. Boom! That is so powerful. You are never alone. You are always heard. Ask that question, and ask that question with the presumption that you will be heard and it will be answered. So, of course, you can ask in gratitude. You can ask, dear God, thank you for the abundance you're pressing into my life. Thank you for the abundance that surrounds me right now. But we can play with words a lot of ways. And one of the most exciting things about metaphysics is that there's massive wiggle room. There's massive latitude given your connections to the divine, your higher self being AKA the entire flipping universe. You got this. You can ask in the presence of lack. You can give thanks. It's going to be done. This is your nature. Unless you are perpetually in this fog of it doesn't work and life is hard and people are mean and God is angry, but you're not there. You wouldn't be watching little videos called spiritual tune-ups from a guy who writes notes from the universe. So you got it, whatever it is you want. By asking, step one, you crystallize through words your desired end result, and your intention is known to become one with that desire. And then step two, give thanks often. The power of gratitude is amazing, whether it's blended into the question or comes later. It can come later. So gratitude is that feeling, which is all important in manifestation, that feeling of I have received. And if you're putting that feeling of I have received out there, the only way that feeling can become tangible, can become the things and events of your lives, the only way that thought can become a thing is if you receive. So if you're perpetually going, thank you, God, thank you for my fun, and thank you for my happiness, for my wealth, my healing, my abundance, my friends, my creative expressions, that implies it's already done. So go with that, go with that, go with that. And here's one of the caveats in here. It says, ask once, give thanks often. If you're asking all the time, I mean, there's a lot of wiggle room. You'll probably still hit a home run. But if you're asking all the time as if you weren't heard, as if you weren't clear, as if God wasn't sure, as if the universe has other better things to do. If you're asking, please, I want this, please, I want that, please, I want, you're falling into that rut of like, I'm not being heard. I don't know if this really works. I better ask again. And that is not helpful feeling. So just ask once. You're going to get to a place where you don't have to ask at all. That which you most wish and desire and feel coursing in your system is drawn to you automatically. Isn't there a biblical phrase? Before ye even asks. I had to throw the ye in there. Before you even ask, you are heard. This is goalless living. This is kind of the utopian realm. This is, after a whole lifetime of working these logistics, much closer to where I am right now. It's like, what am I going to ask for that I don't already have? But the universe knows how my vibration can go higher, my joy can go higher, my breakthroughs and learning can go higher. So I'm just kind of much more in this state of like, I love it. It's awesome. Thank you, universe, without a question, without a request. You'll get there too if you're not there already. But until you are ready, go ahead and ask. Ask once. A lot of wiggle room. You could ask once a month. That's okay. Once a week. That's okay. Give thanks often. End of workshop. Now, of course, you're going to have to show up. Follow your heart. Enjoy the journey. Go out there with a glad heart, knowing that the universe is going to do the heavy lifting for you. Fellow adventurers, thank you so much for the fun time we've had releasing this book. If you click the link below the video on Facebook or swipe up to my bio in Instagram and click the link there, you will be taken to the Tut webpage celebrating this. 2 days ago, we did this big book launch. Maybe you already know. Neil Donald Walsh dropped in. Leon Logothetis dropped in. Pam Grout dropped in. Anita Morjani, Dying to Be Me, dropped in. David G dropped in. It was a star-studded event. Unfortunately, my video was really bad, but the words got through and the energy was ecstatic. So check it out. There's still time to get this book during this launch week. If you buy 12 copies, I'm going to call you up and thank you. All right, we'll see you tomorrow with another reading from the Complete Notes from the Universe. Tally ho, amigo. Have a great day, Winnie. Morning. Powell, Donna, Marianne, Kathy, Barbara, and then on Instagram, Jean, Yolanda. Carry on regardless. Oh, that's good. And let's see, Gemma. Tally ho, amigos. See you mañana. Hasta la pronto.